you sit down and make yourself comfortable and enjoy being here?
Yes, I am.
Good. Do you like this set?
I suffer from narcolepsy. I never know when it's going to come on. Yes. Now, Gloria, can I ask you a personal question?
Of course.
Do you always work in pink?
In
pink? This is sensationally... who the hell can work... This is the worst pink. You've heard of shocking pink?
I have.
This is disgusting. Who's in the booth? Charlie, do me a favor. Give me a little... Just tone it down. Let's see what we can do. Can you do something with that pink? All right, good,
Will this be better with your complexion, do you think?
Ooh, that's nice. Can you push some blue into it? A little green? Wait, it's getting pink again. Hold it. Hold it. Okay, that's very nice. Good for the eyes, right? Okay, thank you. Very good. Let's give him a hand. Very good.
Well, this is going to match in with your eyes very well. That's the thing, Mel. We see in this film now, To Be or Not to Be, in it you play Hitler, Hamlet, a Polish actor, an SS spy. I think you better explain that for those who haven't seen the film.
Well, it saves a fortune in casting. You have to pay all these people. John Hurt sitting backstage, he knows you have to pay these people to act, so I did it. Actually, To Be or Not to Be concerns the adventures of a bunch of Polish actors. They are in Warsaw, and they do things that are rather bizarre. For instance, my wife and I sing Sweet Georgia Brown in Polish. We actually sing it in Polish. I can't tell you how. It took us a month to learn every... We had a Polish teacher, a young lady. We'd say, jak się topisz, Tosia. She'd say, jak się. We'd say, okay, jak się topisz, Tosia, topisz, Sweet Georgie Brown. Sweet Georgie Brown. Sweet Georgie Brown. I said, all right, please. Anyway, I am Frederick Bronsky. I'm the leader of this company. And I do all these marvelous things. And I do Hamlet, and I play Hitler, and I play Colonel Earhart, because you see, the Nazis invade, and a bunch of vainglorious, pompous, egocentric, self-centered, laughing and scratching actors make a great, courageous march in character to self-sacrifice. And we actually help save the Polish underground by becoming Nazis. We put on our old uniforms, and we're wonderful.
I can vouch for that.
You know, it's a lovely movie. It really is. We blow a kiss to all actors at all times. And it's a great salute to actors.
It's also the first time, really, that you've co-starred with your wife, Anne Bancroft.
We
did.
We
did
a little bit in Silent Movie. We did a tango together. We did To Jealousy, and I dipped her and I banged her head on the table. She didn't want to work with me again. She said, "You're not going to dip me, are you?"
Is that a symbol of your love life, Mel?
No. We have a stormy marriage, you know. For some reason it's always raining in our house. I don't know. Maybe it's the ceiling. But no, we're really crazy about each other. And it was wonderful to work opposite my wife because, you know, when you work with a leading lady that you don't know, and you kiss her, and suddenly, you know, she has an eye tooth that goes through your lip. I know my wife's mouth. I know how she kisses. It was a pleasure, believe me. It was easy. And Tim Matheson is a good kisser, too, I can tell you that. No, I didn't kiss him. I don't know. My wife told me he's a good kisser.
On the other hand, you did duck out of directing her this time.
Yes. It was the role I play, Frederick Bronsky, is a very complicated, and the first serious, mezza serious role I've ever done. And I decided I needed some help to concentrate on the part. So Alan Johnson, who is a choreographer, he did Springtime for Hitler and the producers. And he did a little video rock musical where I play Hitler. We made a record called To Be or Not to Be. You'll show it later. But Alan Johnson is my staff and my rod. And he also works for very little money. That's a pleasure to have him there.
I noticed in the film there was a nice little bit where there was a query over the star billing.
No, he's not gay. Who are you talking about?
But between you and your wife.
Oh, Alan Johnson. You said a query over something. What were you saying? No, please, Gloria, explain yourself.
Back to this billing between your wife and yourself in the film. Right. So when it comes to reality and the...
I'm sorry.
Is that your love life you're thinking of again?
It's the narcolepsy. You were saying.
I was saying, what was I saying? About the star billing in the film. So when it comes to reality and the billing for the film elsewhere, I mean, did you have a wrangle over that between Anne and yourself?
No. Her name is in parentheses in the film. It's in parentheses on our letterbox at home. I get top billing on the letterbox. I get top billing all over the house. I mean, I am the breadwinner. I mean, I literally go out on Saturdays and I fight taller people, Gentiles, and I take bread and I bring it home. I'm a breadwinner. I'm one of the few people who wins bread. I don't make much money, but boy, am I good at bread. Want to talk bread?
Actually, practically
Let
every
me tell you a
man...
little story.
Right.
The first story... Were you in the middle of saying...
I love you madly. No, I wasn't saying a thing.
I just remembered, the first joke that I ever did was...
Oh, you really don't like that pink carpet either, do you?
The first joke that I ever did was... I worked in the Borscht Belt, in the resort circuit in the mountains. And the first story I had to tell was a joke, was a silly joke. And it went like this. It's a little Jewish man walks into a grocery store, and he says, I'll have a pound. He says, you got a lot of salt here. I have never seen so much salt. You must have 1,000 boxes of salt on those shelves. And he says to the, can I ask you a question? He says to the grocery man, sure. He says, how much salt altogether do you sell that you have so much salt on your shelves? It must be 2,000 boxes of salt. And the little grocery man says, if I'll sell 2 boxes of salt a month, it's a lot of salt. I says, 2 boxes a month. Why do you have so much salt on your shelf if you only sell 2 boxes of salt a month? And the grocery says, I don't sell salt. But the guy that sells me salt, boy, can he sell salt! It's the first story I ever told. Thank you. You're very kind, and you're in hopelessly bad taste. I mean, that was a dreadful joke. It should not have gotten such a good reaction. But thanks anyway. I want several members of this audience to wait in the car. You will be told who you are later.
What I was about to tell you before the joke was that practically every man in this audience is very much in love with your wife, you see. She looks so stunning these days. So where did you meet her? Was it in those early days that you've just been talking about?
She was doing a Perry Como show, remember? He was the singer in America that used to sleep while he was singing. You remember that. And anyway, she was singing Married I Can Always Get in this beautiful white gown, like Gertrude Nielsen. And I literally walked down the aisle, I saw her, and I fell. I really literally fell in love. And I started following her all around. And finally, I think she married me out of self-defense. I mean, she just didn't want the stranger. She wanted to know this guy that was following her all around. So but I mean, she was gorgeous, and I fell in love with her.
You have a son as well. He's 12 years old.
He's 11.
11, is he?
He's 11. Maximilian Brooks, yes.
Does he...
He's in the movie. He's in To Be or Not To Be. He plays a little Jewish refugee. He's very good.
Is he amused by all this humor that...
Well, I don't know. He has a kind of... He's vivacious. He has a joie de vivre. I mean, he has my wife's Italian character and my insanity, and he's a weird kid, let me tell you. You know, we have pets. He has a dog. His dog that I walk, his dog is a pit bull terrier. You know what a pit bull terrier is?
No, describe
The
it.
only enemy of a pit bull terrier is a Buick. It is the only thing that is a match for this dog. I mean, my dog has destroyed Rover Rangers. He eats them. I mean, it's a very crazy dog. We have him tied up all day so he doesn't do any damage. He's a gorgeous dog. His name is Pongo, and he's fawn-colored. He has a white chest, and he's very good-natured, and he loves children, and I love him very much. But recently, my son begged my wife for a mouse. Now, my wife is slightly has mousophobia, or whatever that is. And I'm not crazy about it. I'll tell you the truth. I don't. So anyway, she went to the pet shop, she got him a mouse, and got a little cage. And when she brought the cage home, I said, you know, they don't have bones. Mice are very, I said, I know that the bars are very close together, but he's going to get out. She said, no, it's the man. Would the pet shop owner give me a mouse that can get out of the cage? I said, all right. Well, later that night, I'm getting ready to go to bed. You don't do this when you go to bed, do you now? No, you do the other thing. You take off your tie, right. So I was taking off my tie, and I looked at the cage, and I said, hella, where? Gone. Now, I have a dog that I know will kill the mouse if he finds him. I have a wife that the mouse will send to St. Catherine's Hospital if she sees them. I've got to get the mouse. So I hate a mouse. So I look around, and there in the corner is the mouse looking at me, and I look at the mouse. So I take a very large tumbler, glass tumbler, and I put it, and I get the mouse. And he's in my hand, and I don't like him in the but then I put him in the dish rack, and he's covered in the dish rack upside down because of the dish, dishes. But now he's crawling out of one of, and I see, but I don't want to touch him. So I take a paper bag, and I take the paper bag, and I get him by the table, and I get him, twist the paper bag at the top, and the mouse is in the bag. And I put the bag down. Meanwhile, I go take screen from my screen door to let me, and I'm sewing. This is 4 in the morning, folks. And I'm sewing the cage so that there's lattice work so the mouse won't get out, right? Now, as I'm doing the thing, I see the paper bag is uncurling the top of it. And I see 2 eyes gleaming at the top. The mouse is getting out of the paper bag. All right? So I take the paper bag, and as I'm ready to twist it again, he's in my hand! He's in my hand! The mouse is in my hand! And I finally get the mouse. I put him into a jar. I close the top, and I said, let him be there at night. And I go to the bathroom because I have to take aspirin because I'm very nervous. Then I think, oh my God, the mouse is in the jar. There's no air. It'll die in the jar. God knows this. God knows I've killed a mouse. And then he will put me in a jar and kill me. So I have to this is all true. I take an ice pick with a hammer to make holes, but I'm afraid if I go too hard, I'll kill the mouse. So anyway, I open every 5 minutes, I open a jar, I close, I open a jar and I close it to get air in while I'm sewing the cage. Like Dracula. At 6:30 in the morning, when the sun came into my kitchen windows, the mouse was safely in his cage, and I went to my bed. The next morning, my son said, oh, look, the nice little thing around the, a nice little lattice work, nice thing around the mouse. I said, we've got to take the mouse back because Daddy only has 1 heart, and all the valves are getting crazy from the mouse. I told him what happened last night. So now he took the mouse back, and now we have a thing called a guinea pig, King Arthur, a guinea pig. And yeah, that's the guinea pig's name. And the guinea pig eats paper. I don't want to go into that because, you see, you need paper on the bottom of the cage to catch what the guinea pig makes you, but you can't, but he eats the paper, so there's nothing to